Hey wifeys and hubbies. Wifeys, I just wanna ask you something. I was reading the scripture, and it got me thinking. I had to ask myself questions. I had to assess myself, and I was like, okay, let me share it with the wifeys. So this scripture is found in the book of Proverbs 12, verse 4. And I want you, after reading the scripture, I want you to ask yourself, which one are you, right? And it reads as follows. A noble wife is a crown to her husband, but a disgraceful wife is like cancer in his bones. Literally, I had to ask myself, what type of a wife am I? Between these two, which one am I? When we talk about a noble wife, we are talking about a prudent wife, not just a wife, a prudent wife, a noble wife. This is a wife that can discern, a wife that knows when to talk and when not to talk, when to open her mouth, when not to open her mouth. This is a wife that has the fruits of the spirit, the wife that builds her husband, that builds her home, the wife that submits to her husband, a wife that respects her husband. This is a prudent wife. And then we have the one that is like cancer in his bones. I don't think there's any need for me to explain that one. That one is the one that kicks her husband when he's down. That is a wife that literally ridicule her husband. This is the wife that is always loud, always quarrelsome, always complaining, always comparing her husband with other people. This is a wife that is just not happy with whatever that her husband does. She's just not okay with anything that the husband does. This is the wife that is like cancer in his bones. A whole cancer, guys. A whole kankir. This woman or this wife has killed her husband alive. The thought of you is painful. Sure. So which one are you? And the reason why I'm asking you is because a wife's character can help build or break her husband. So wifeys, which wife are you? And hubbies, what type of a wife is your wife? And I can already hear some of the comments. I was another wife and he turned me into a cancer in his bones. Yeah, let's meet in the comment section, guys. Let's meet in the comment sections.